What's one thing you're staying alive for? Because even though life is probably pointless, it is the only game in town. I may as well play it. This is 100% my mindset. We've already paid the entry fee. May as well see where it goes. Suffering is temporary, and we're all ending up in the same place eventually. Honestly, I'd love to see how *EVERYTHING* unfolds. Just out of curiosity, I wanna know how far humanity makes it. What kind of things happen, etc. One thing that depresses me most is I wanna be around to see how things end up or keep going. That being said, I intend to stick around as long as possible to see as much as I can. There is a lot going on, might as well see what happens. Spite, outliving my enemies is the only satisfaction I need. I'd be so pissed if I died before my evil twin. I don't want my mom to cry. Or my sister to follow me. Stepdad killed himself. Nearly broke my mom. All us kids have to outlive her. Edit. Obligatory my first gold. Kinda fucked up this what made it happen, but don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I just really enjoy paying taxes. I don't need a partner. The government fucks me in the ass every day. My mum. I think it would kill my mom if I died. It would. There is no pain like the loss of a child. My son for sure. Before that, I had my dog. My dog definitely saved my life more than once. And my son changed my life completely. I don't even have those thoughts anymore. This makes me happy to hear and gives me hope. Hope is so hard to find when you're in the middle of it. When those thoughts are hitting the hardest, then you'll realize one day there had always been reasons for hope. Just like there is always beauty around us. But it's hard to see when it's storming. And when the storm clears, that beauty is even more magnificent. If I died, the simulation would end and all of you simulations would die. Therefore I live to keep all you imaginary people alive. You're welcome. Thank you for being a figment of my imagination. One day I'd spit in the face of the aliens who created this to keep me imprisoned, and I guess I'll just leave you all in your fishbowl. I read a terrifying Australian short story like this where a boy did not want to wake up from a dream because it meant everyone in it would die. Edit. I am not doing it justice. It was just awful to see him have to decide between staying asleep or waking up and thus killing the brother he did not actually have. The brother's nickname was Possum, and I'm sad again. For things to get better, I guess. Hopefully get married one day. Relationships never seem to work out for me though. Been real discouraged lately. I'm right there with you, buddy. Just terrible luck at love. It's discouraging, but just one foot in front of the other. I wish to everything that we'll both find someone for us. Agreed. Tomorrow is another day and another chance at a good day at that. How old are you? Curiosity mainly. Edit. I am so pleased with how well this response was received. Some awesome comments in here as well as the other answers in this thread. And wow, a vertical bar. Thank you for the awards. D&D. This. Taking genuine pleasure in learning about the world. The cosmos. Makes me feel like the time here is worth living. I'm staying alive because I'm afraid of what happens after we die. I guess I'm scared of the unknown. This. I'm staying alive because I'm hoping that one day I will no longer be scared to die. Maybe I'll be scared forever. Maybe not. It's worth a shot. Edit. Not in a suicidal way, like scared of the afterlife, whatever that is. There's always going to be a healthy amount of fear towards it. Not about the act of getting there purposefully. As my great grandmother told me before she kicked off into the unknown. You'll spend your whole life afraid to die, and if you get lucky and get the chance to be really old, you'll be ready to die. She lived to be 98 and was very ready. Arthritis, back pain, hearing loss, failing eyesight, but a very clear mind until the end. I have read a few Ask Reddit threads about people who have died and been brought back. Has made me feel a bit better. When people are allowed to die how they want and without medical intervention. The body and mind prepares the person for death, not eating, drinking. Some people report delusions. Things like that. I have put one of the threads up here. When I say how they want to die, I mean when they have a terminal illness and they choose treatment or not treatment, and if they want DNI and DNR orders. My post is not mean to discuss people that are thinking of dying by suicide, honestly, My ex committed suicide. The father of my children. I cold know it do that to my kids. I cold know it hurt them like that. I cannot it cause them that kind of pain and damage. It does not matter how bad off I am, how much pain or anguish I am in. It is nothing compared to what they would go through if I died. So I carry on. Hugs from an internet stranger. My little brother killed himself almost 10 years ago. I get it. The shrapnel and blowback from that still causes untold damage to this day. I miss him horribly. He never got to meet my kids. He would have loved them, and they would have loved him. He would have been a great dad too. I feel really guilty more often than I'd like to admit, because he and I never talked about suicide. I was older than him by a bit. I guess I wanted to protect him, so we never did. But in retrospect we had so much more in common than I ever knew. I've had suicidal thoughts since as far back as I remember. I feel like shit that I still do now. I couldn't ever do that though. I couldn't put everyone through that. Only people who have survived through it have any idea of the pain and damage it causes. It is so sad because every suicidal person thinks that the world would be better off without them and that their loved ones would cope and go on. In reality it's the opposite. Like I have. That not that many people would really care. That the people closest would be okay, and even better, because they didn't have to carry the dead weight. It shatters so many lives. It does irreparable harm. So much further than anyone can imagine. If you are reading this and have thoughts of killing yourself, please don't. You are loved, and the world is better with you in it. You can't possibly understand how much people love you. How much they would hurt if you were gone, and for how long. Please, read this. Trust me, and hang on. My wife. More specifically the daily hope she gives me that there is love and goodness out there in the world. I agree with this. My wife is an absolutely amazing person. She gives me hope for humanity, gives me strength when I'm weak, lifts me up when I'm down, and gives me unconditional love and support every day. She is absolutely my better half. As cliche as this all sounds, she is my soulmate and hands down my best friend. It took a while to find her. But everything happens for a reason. I can't imagine life without her. For all of you out there that haven't found your person, don't give up. They are out there, and you will eventually find them. My hopes of becoming a filmmaker, same. Told myself by the time I reach 30 I'm gonna start writing a script. My neurotic dog would be so upset if I died. My dog was heartbroken when the rabbit died, and she's attached to me like Velcro. I can't imagine how she would handle losing me. Definitely for the dog, spite. Pure fucking spite, and rubbing my success in the faces of the kids who bullied me relentlessly. Or people who thought I would not make it. Also my cats. Okay, I get cats. The rest of it though, like, don't let those people live so rent-free in your head. Myself, the fact that I have always had my own back and always will. I am the one most reliable person that I can always count on. I have been at extremely low points and LOVINGME asterisk was the only way out. Anything external can be taken away or lost. But I will always have myself. Glad to see someone with the same energy. When a teacher asked everyone in our class who their best friend was, I answered myself. It sounded cringe, but thinking back, that was what I truly felt. I like to think that I am here for a reason and I just hope to benefit humanity for the better, somehow. Like designing something that helps clean the earth from trash and clean oceans, or making people's lives better by bringing them some smiles or laughter. I think as long as you make someone smile or making someone happy, you're already in the process of benefiting the world. Having kids, I cannot wait to bring them home for the first time, introduce them to our parents. All that. Homework. Bedtime stories. Playing with toys. I collect Legos, so getting them into that will be the highlight of my existence. Seeing their first steps. Teaching them how to ride a bike. Decorating their rooms with stuff they like. Watching them grow up, and being able to teach them all the things my parents taught me. And just impart all this useless information I have accumulated. I just want to be a good dad. The end of 1PLO vertical bar maybe. Edit. Thanks for my first silver. Edit. And gold. I really hope to live another 30 to 50ish years. I'm 37 right now. Asterisk new movies and TV shows every single year. Asterisk new video games every single year. Asterisk there are new songs every year to listen to and still lots of existing ones to listen to again. Asterisk there are new jokes to probably hear every year. Asterisk probably some new kind of entertainment we don't have now. Asterisk maybe one day some legalization of more recreational drugs to try. Asterisk I'd still like to go on some more walks. Nature is nice and cool. Asterisk I'd like to see more stars, shooting stars, Halley's Comet, all the neat things you can see. Asterisk there are probably gonna be more neat things like the armor that you hear about. Asterisk there are still things I'd like to get better at, for instance, art, programming, writing, etc. Asterisk there are things I still want to build and contribute to the world. Asterisk sleep and dreams is pretty cool most of the time. Asterisk I'd like to see some more sunsets and sunrises in my life. Asterisk I want to see and share more kindness in the world. Asterisk I don't have any pets right now, but I think I'd like to maybe get one at some point. Asterisk both my parents are still alive, and I 100% don't want to die before them, though I'm 37. That'd just break them. Open bracket. There will probably be cool new technologies, new milestones to be reached by humanity, that I think would be neat to witness and be alive when they happen. Asterisk first humans on Mars. Asterisk first colony on Mars/Moon. Asterisk the rise of self-driving cars. Asterisk new R/VR type systems. Asterisk probably something that isn't obvious like some new kind of comfortable chair or kitchen appliance. Few decades good or bad. Asterisk to see how climate change affects the world. Good or bad. Asterisk there will probably be more noteworthy historical events to happen in the next 30 to 50 years that none of us can predict specifically. In the last 20 years a lot. There have been tons of notable events, some shitty and bad and some pretty neat/cool. Few decades good or bad. Asterisk to see how climate change affects the world. Good or bad. Asterisk there will probably be more noteworthy historical events to happen in the next 30 to 50 years that none of us can predict specifically. In the last 20 years a lot. There have been tons of notable events, some shitty and bad and some pretty neat/cool. End of One Piece. And hopefully play Psychonauts 3 if possible. My Auto Vertical Bar. She would not know what happened to me, and she would miss me, so Muo Vertical Bar I cannot bear the thought of making her go through that. For my grandparents, I want to make sure they are happy and healthy for as long as I can after everything they've done for me all my life. As corny as it is, I met a new group of friends and started a new relationship semi-recently that has guilt-tripped me into staying. I could not do that shit to them. I would hate myself even after I am dead if I hurt them in any way. Exploring. The best part of life is how much stuff there is to do. Feeling bored. Go somewhere you have in it. Talk to people you have never met. Eat something you have never had. Try something you have never tried. Even if you have not found what drives you yet, there is so much out there that it is bound to be there. To find a reason to or not to. The most. Nothing really. My kids. Love of my life. My cat. And he ran away 2 days again, and I can't do anything about it and I'm devastated. This girl I like that told me she liked me back. My friend says, if I kill myself they'll kill me, and weirdly that helps when I am not doing too good. Well you can tell by the way I use my walk. No time to talk. The dream I'll have sex someday lol. My dogs. To ensure my dog lives a good happy life. Once she's gone I'd see what happens.